athletes all around the world. Some may face victory and fame, and others may face defeat and hardship. And the small amount who try to use their freedom of speech to change the world but were punished and deeply looked down on. And that's exactly what I'm talking about today. Athletes who had their freedom of speech denied and were deeply affected by it. The first athlete I'm going to talk about who experienced this was Colin Kaepernick. He used to be an NFL quarterback who played for the San Francisco 49ers for 6 seasons. He also went to the Super Bowl back in 2013 against the Baltimore Ravens, but he unfortunately lost 34-31. But enough introduction about Colin. Let's get into the reason he's on this list. Back in 2016, Colin kneeled during the national anthem to protest against racial injustice and police brutality. This bold and rare decision sparked a huge debate and led to other athletes joining in a similar protest. In the 2016 season, Kaepernick opted out his contract with the 49ers and has remained unsigned by any NFL team since then. But the main reason everyone thinks he hasn't been re-signed to a team is that he had too much backlash against his decision to kneel, so he has been outcasted and thrown away from the NFL. All because he expressed his freedom of speech to the best of his ability. Now on to the next athlete. I'm going to be talking about Muhammad Ali, a professional American boxer who became a heavyweight world champion, a dream life, so people might say. But let's get into the problem at hand, what happened with him. Muhammad Ali refused to be drafted in the U.S. military during the Vietnam War. He says, and I quote, "Why should they ask me to put on a uniform and go 10,000 miles from home and drop bombs and bullets on brown people in Vietnam, while so-called Negro people in Louisville are treated like dogs and denied simple human rights?" But because of Muhammad Ali saying this, he was stripped of his heavyweight title, banned from boxing for nearly 4 years. All because he used his freedom of speech. Isn't that crazy? The next athlete I will speak about is Jackie Robinson. He was an American baseball player who broke the Major League Baseball's color barrier in 1947, becoming the first African American to play in the modern era of the MLB. His courage and talent paved the way for the integration of professional sports in America. The problem with Jackie is that he played baseball during an era of very racist people, and they did not like the idea of him playing at all. They would taunt Jackie, throw things at him, just to make his life miserable. It was so bad to the point where his team executive would tell him, "Don't retaliate." But him breaking the color barrier was very important. But because of him doing that, his teammates, fans, were very racist towards him and unfair. But enough of all this. Let's conclude this. Through time, athletes have used their platforms to stand up for what they believe in and going through severe consequences for using their freedom of speech. For examples of ones I've already said, Colin Kaepernick took a kneel to protest racial injustice, only to find himself blacklisted from the NFL. Muhammad Ali refused to fight an award that he did not believe in and was stripped of his title and banned from boxing. Jackie Robinson broke baseball's color barrier, enduring relentless racism and hostility simply for playing the sport he loved. These athletes weren't just normal players. They were a start of a change, sacrificing their careers and reputations to challenge the wrongs of the world. Their stories remind us that using one's voice for the greater good could come at a cost, but their courage has left an undeniable impact on both sports and society. Their act will forever to continue to inspire future generations to stand up and speak out and fight for what's right, no matter what. The consequences and what's right for the people.